Well, a tentative truce between Israel and Iran is already faltering today, hours after U.S. President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire between the countries. CB24's Andrew Brennan is following this story and joins us live with the latest. Andrew.
Well, Jamie, faltering but seemingly appearing to hold, and this despite, well, some strong words from the American president pointing the finger at both. We'll get to that in a second, but also despite there have been in just the last hour at least 2 alerts for drones either coming into Israeli airspace from the east, being shot down over the Red Sea, and then also alerts for drones in Iranian airspace. Unclear where they are coming from, but this still happening despite both sides saying they will maintain the truce so long as the other side does. Now, I did mention the American president. He's had some gripes, for lack of a better word, over what's transpired since the ceasefire was announced, its implementation, and the hours before and after. He can explain it a little bit better.
I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either.
Now, Israel has denied violating the ceasefire as is. Iran, for its part, does as well, Jamie. That being said, latest updates coming in from the strikes that were happening just before the ceasefire was reached. Media in Iran have now said that there were 16 dead in those strikes just in the hours before, preceding the ceasefire coming into place. 4 dying as well, we should say, in Israel from the last barrage of airstrikes from Iran. Now, in terms of how world leaders are reacting to a very evolving and ever-changing story, we did hear from our Prime Minister Mark Carney as he's at the NATO summit, saying that ultimately it looks like Iran is choosing the path that allows them to save face domestically, while also not poking the bear, as it were, internationally.
It gives an opening for diplomacy. I think that's the right way to put it. And the question is, does that diplomacy really get traction and move to ending this risk of nuclear proliferation? And does it lead as well to broader, a broader ceasefire in the Middle East, including in Gaza?
Now, many in the world have been, as it were, holding their breath since the U.S. airstrikes over the weekend and what the retaliation could be from Iran following those airstrikes on its nuclear program. Now, early U.S. intelligence, Jamie, as reported by CNN a few minutes ago, the assessment suggests that the strikes on those 3 Iranian nuclear facilities did not destroy those nuclear sites, only setting back the program a few months. Back to you.
We appreciate the update. Thank you.